Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot, and this is Tarot Weather Watch. This was actually a request from one of my regular viewers who is right down in the location that is going to get hit by this crazy storm. So not only do we have Idalia on the west side of Florida, and well, I'm going to speak specifically about Florida because of the person who did the request. Stay safe, bottle some water right now. So Idalia is on the left side, and she is a tropical storm currently, but she is building some steam as she heads toward mainland USA. And we have Hurricane Franklin that is exactly a hurricane on the east side, will be affecting the east coast of Florida. So guys, buckle up. It looks like Hurricane Idalia is again increasing in intensity as she barrels toward the left coast of Florida. She is anticipated to make landfall as a Category 3 Wednesday, I'm sorry, Category 1 they're expecting right now. Could be as bad as Category 3, but this is Wednesday in the afternoon. I apologize. Category 3 by Wednesday in the afternoon, then Category 1 as she crosses over and goes into the ocean, and she's going to brush against the Carolinas. So we're going to see some intensity there. Absolutely. It looks like this is unavoidable. I know that the state is in a state of emergency, and that Governor DeSantis is going to stay put for a little bit and take care of things there, not campaign, not deal with anything else. So he's got a lot going on in his state with the event with the college students the other day. And again, YouTube, I can't really mention what happened with that event, but he's got his hands full with that. They are expecting tornadoes, storm surge, 12 inches of rain in Northern California, in Northern Florida. It is going to be a doozy. So let's see what the cards have to say about this. I know Tampa is right in the line of fire. One of our really good friends is planning on retiring there or moving there shortly. So Frank, you know who you are. So I've got some other friends from when I was training dogs that are down there. So let's see. We're going to read just for her. We're going to see how Idalia is feeling. And how we do this in tarot is we're just going to read like she is a person. So how is Idalia's week going to go? What is she made out of? How is she feeling? Oh, we got the Lovers. Perfect storm. Judgment. Totally ruthless. Building steam. No regrets. No mercy. So when we get the Lovers in a weather reading, this is going to be, I hate to say perfect storm because that you don't want to use that term, but the conditions are especially ripe for a significant event. So we've got enough juice going there in terms of the water temperature and the other factors that are going. I'm not a meteorologist or anything like that, so I'm not going to pretend that I am. I'm just reading tarot for the weather. So we've got the conditions that are correct. Judgment. This is going to be it's going to be a doozy. So definitely buckle up. Knight of Wands, still building steam, still getting to max capacity for her. And the Five of Cups, we're going to be looking at a lot of devastation. So I think everybody does really need to buckle up again. I'm getting storm surge is going to be really a factor here. Let's see. Storm surge, tornadoes, or wind going to be our most significant factor. So we are going to say storm surge. Storm surge is going to take the bottom out of a lot of things. Tornadoes. Tornadoes, I think we are going to see some. I don't think it's going to be as invasive as the storm surge. And then the wind factor. I think the wind is not going to be quite the biggest issue. Let me sloppy shuffle all over the place. You guys know how that goes. Hurricane winds here on my deck as it is. So is this going to be like a Katrina? Are we looking at a Katrina scale event? I know there's a difference because of how Louisiana is in terms of sea level, but let's see if we're looking at Katrina type devastation. Do Katrina, Idalia, Katrina traipsed right in there. Idalia, it looks Three of Pentacles for Katrina. Queen of Pentacles, this is a costly matter. Idalia. So, in my opinion, the situation with Idalia, we have more preparedness there because of the infrastructure, because of the relation to sea level. It looks like we're going to have it's not going to be quite as bad as Katrina in terms of that storm surge, just because Katrina, that was below sea level. New Orleans, everyone knows it's below sea level. That, you know, once those levees broke, it just was a mess. So how long are we going to be looking at lights out from Idalia? How long are we going to be looking at it? And the whole state's going to be affected. I'm going to tell you right now, the whole state is going to feel this. How long are we going to have lights out? Lights out, lights out. So if you don't have gas for your generator, get going. It's going to take a while to put those lights back on. They're going to have a lot of stuff that they need to do. DeSantis is going to do everything he can to lessen the impact of this storm. He's boots on the ground. He's a warrior. So, you know, like him or not, he's a warrior. He is best when he is in a administrative mode. And I don't mean that like in paper pushing mode, you know, problem solving, getting to the root of what's happening. He's really best in that role, fixing things, putting the right people in place. He's gonna rise to the occasion on this. Just for fun, how is this going to affect his campaigning? How will it affect his campaigning? His state is going to love him. He's going to be saying all the right things, but there's going to be judgments about how he conducts himself during this. So, yeah, you know, it's unfortunate. If you have an R behind your name right now, you're just going to be vilified by a great number of media outlets. They're always going to find something wrong with you. So I think he is going to be very communicative. He's going to let us know what's going on. Initially, the people are hounding him now about what his plan is, and the plan is to be prepared for any inevitability. So once the storm is, you know, boots on the ground, once the storm is over, he's going to be much more communicative about his actions and what he did. So sit tight. You know, I don't want anybody to judge him. You know, like, well, what are you going to do about this? We can speculate all day long, but it doesn't make any sense until there's actually something to talk about. So there's going to be some conflict about what he needs to, and I think that this is going to be with central government. I think he is going to have some issues with getting the funding that he needs, getting the things that he needs. It's almost like they're going to drag their feet a little bit to make him look bad for the election. I'm putting it out there. Just saying, I think there'll be some judgments about him. So now let's take a look at Franklin. Franklin, our guy on the right. what is going to happen with Franklin? Now, I intuitively am feeling that Franklin is going to slow down. He's going to slow down. He's going to be less of an issue. Yeah, Franklin's petering out. We'll see some stuff in the ocean is going to be going on. Like it's going to be offshore more. It's not going to slam into the East Coast. And again, this is right now. It just does not feel like he's going to slam into the East Coast and we're going to have two storms that collide. It feels very much like he's kind of in the decline at this point. So I just don't think that he's going to have the same impact. Just for fun, let's see if we put these two together. See if we have a Tinder match for Idalia and Franklin. Are they going to meet in the middle? Well, they would like to. They're going to stay separate. The land mass is going to slow Franklin down. You know, they're going to be independent factors. They'll just do what they do all on their own. But I think it is going to cause some complications in terms of recovery and in terms of the finances of getting the recovery back in. It seems that central government, the Fed is going to try and capitalize on this. Let's focus on 46. Is 46 going to come marching in? Now he's going to try. He's going to have bad messaging all over again. He just doesn't know. You know, he was supposed to be the empathy, the empathizer in chief, but he's just going to come out with the wrong messaging again. It's going to be like, hey, this one time I stepped in a puddle and my shoe got flooded, and I almost lost my '67 Corvette. So I have a feeling that he's gonna put his foot in his mouth again. So, my friends out there, please be careful, take care, and I'll keep you updated as we go on. Have a great day.